Hey everyone, this is Sarah from Perfection Gaming doing a post-commentary on an Odin game I got earlier today. First off, I like Odin for domination. I think he's very, very good as a brawler character. And I think he's good for holding the lane, and he's a very good combination with lots of different gods. In this particular game, I'm solo queuing, and we went for a defensive strategy. We talked before the game started. When we were picking, we decided that me and Freya would go left and try and defend left lane for a bit, while the others took middle because they had 3 healers, so they were very good to sustain. And me and Freya have good push and will be able to hopefully win the left lane pretty good. And I'm just talking to Ra, saying that you can quickly take right lane if you want, because that's what I think is the best way to play domination, is to defend 2 objectives, and then while you're defending those 2 objectives, have someone with extremely high push such as Ra take the other one for a triple cap if you so wish. But yeah, let's go over what Odin's good at. I'm going to level up Gunya's Might first, obviously, as it's good AoE, slow, and has good tanking extra things like Trait 5. I will then go for his number 2, his Shout, which is an incredible attack speed buff, which is very good for me and Freya, and is better, I think, for domination than his Leap, which I view as an escape mechanism in this particular format, and also it's very good for initiating. As you can see, I spotted that guy from all the way over in my lane, and I thought I can kill him very easily. So that is 1 kill. The 2 reasons I don't go for his Leap straight away: firstly, his Leap is expensive in mana, and I'm not going to be going Leap, Gunya's Might, Leap, Gunya's Might to ruin creep waves, so there's no real need to get that out. Plus, I'm going to go for a tank sort of build at the beginning with a little bit of brawler, and then move into more damage. Now I'm going for the Agni, and notice that the Agni goes away, so I come for the Thor, slow him down, so that Freya can go. He misses his hammer, so that we're all able to kill him there. Pretty good. So I'm feeling quite comfortable now. I've got 2 early kills, and I go back to farm the lane a bit. Odin's Ring Spears is very good for domination, I think, because you can keep, especially in low levels, if they push onto your Guardian too early, you can lock them in and they're unable to do anything about it, and they will die. It's also very good for blocking Guardians and for helping other people. Now at the moment I've just popped back because I'm thinking I need to get a tank item. I check their team and see that they've got Zeus and Agni. Zeus especially has high burst damage, and Agni's got very good burst as well.
An ally has been slain.
So Aegis is necessary, and Bulwark of Hope will help me enormously. I really like Bulwark of Hope as an item because it's got, obviously it's extra ability, which is that it halves the damage you take for a couple seconds, which is amazing. Now I go for the kill here because I like this. Now if I didn't have Bulwark of Hope there, I'd have died straight away. The important thing when running Odin is to make your number 4 count. You don't want to trap your friends in because that's dangerous and bad, but you want to use it when you can guarantee kills. And I'll point it out a few times later. I'll use it for guaranteed kills later in this game. But the idea is you only use it to get kills. You don't use it for anything other than a guaranteed death or when you need something. At the moment I'm looking at this going, oh, that's loads of farm. But yeah, I see Odin's ultimate as a very high initiation move, and I really like using it for initiation. Now I move to the right lane, and I hope Freya and Guan Yu would take my order to go defend left, and they look like they're trying to. But come here, I go for the guard and not the kills. That's not what we're going for. Or at least that's not what we were going for when we discussed earlier. I wasn't going to catch the Shibalanke or the Agni, but luckily Ra was able to pick up the Agni. But me and Ra turn around and go to Sobek. But we quickly clear the creeps a bit, get Sobek to a point where he is able to kill, and I drop my ult, making it so that he gets guaranteed kill. And I pick that up. I didn't want him to leave, but now I'm going to back again and finish with my Bulwark of Hope and start my Witch's Stone. Now I like Witch's Stone for Odin, Bruiser especially, because it's such a good item. It has all the stats you need, and it's very good for stopping characters such as Shibalanke or Loki or anyone who's going for high attack speed. It basically makes their physical carries less effective if you're standing right next to them, which is what I'm building this particular character to do, stand next to people and hit them in the face. So it works very well. The ability items I go for is Aegis and Speed, Sprint. As you've already seen, when Sobek and Agni were ganking me, I can run away really effectively with Sprint. And Bulwark of Hope that helps Sprint's effectiveness. And Aegis is very good against lots of people. And you see there, I dived into them and used my Gunny's Might to get them to back off hell. That's another thing you want to do with Brawler Odin, really any kind of tank, is to make sure that your friends are defended and not being hit by things, get in the way of how to do. Now I slowed down for trying to get the kill, but it didn't matter if I got the kill, so long as someone did. Now, I could have ulted to kill Sobek there, looking back on it, but I wouldn't have done a huge amount of damage. Freya might have done, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't go for it. Looking back on it then, I was 100% sure, but this is 100% sure. Zeus was dead, so I used it to guarantee the kill. Otherwise, he probably would have escaped because he had a lot of backup coming in. Unfortunately, not able to get in the way and save hell there, but we got the Zeus out of it. Now, I used my ultimate to kill Zeus and trap him because I knew he would ult, and I didn't want Sobek in there as well because he would have been able to charge Preyas back into the ultimate and one of us might have died. So I waited to just catch the Zeus, and the Zeus was so low that he could only ult, he couldn't use his 3 straight away. So we were pretty safe from not dying, so I was quite happy with the way that, because I think that was the best way to do it. Now just clearing the creeps and defending, which is what you should do. You should always defend the tower. You should not be chasing kills. You shouldn't be going for 100 kill games. You should be going for defends. You should be defending your objectives and defending it all. And when they pull in when they bring it in, that you get accolades for tower defenses and accolades for taking towers in domination instead of just kills, medals, the little bronze things, and that is, if they bring in accolades for that, then I think that people will get the idea that it's very valuable to do that. Now, I get charged prey, so I sprint in the opposite direction so that they don't get it, and Freya, I lead them into Freya, but in such a way that she can come in from the side. Thus, if I didn't run at her, she may have been taken out if I'd have run straight into her, because there were 4 chasing me. But when I kept running around, it made it so I might have died. However, Freya was able to get a kill and to gank effectively. And she gets Thor and they got Thor and Agni for that, so which is pretty good. Now I come into the left lane. I'm going to use my slow to try and slow it, not necessarily kill him, but I got the kill anyway, which is good. You're not necessarily going for murders, obviously, but it's later on in the game where you're going to be going for kills. Now here I use my abilities to clear a wave. Very effective wave clearing, and I'm going to be using my Odin shout to power up my minions. It's very, very, very good ability when used with minions and characters such as Freya or Bucket or Son Kong. It can take towers and enemies down incredibly quickly, and it's just very, very nice. So I'm defending left and keep left lane, middle gets taken. So we decide to go right. It's the best call, really, and when you are, it's dubious as whether defending is the best option at this point, because the enemies have two, they have no reason to take your third. However, I felt that they have been pinching towers from us, sort of sneakily all game. Whenever we go for a third cap, they're there on one of the other towers taking it. So I wanted to make sure we had this one before charging off. And I was there for about a minute, and I couldn't see anyone. No one was coming. So I was like, okay, everyone's over there. I'm going to go and support them.
An enemy has been slain.
Which is probably a mistake. I should have been there earlier. And we could have had the right tower a lot sooner. But, you know, every game, when you're playing a game, you're thinking of second by second. You're not thinking of, oh, I should be doing this. You're going by your reaction thing. Now I'm coming here to try and save the Guan Yu, and I'm thinking of run. And I wasted his charge from me, so I was pretty certain he was going to get away. But Thor picked him up, and Thor and Zeus picked him up. So I do the only thing I can do is, when in doubt, run to your creep. So I run to my creep, clear the wave, and get to the point where Hel and Freya are with us. Now go on to Zeus. Freya got the Zeus. Now I was about to press 2, but to get her to have incredible damage and attack speed. However, she stayed on the creep, so we weren't going to push, and we've got a Ra coming in anyway. So I'm going to use my number 1 to leap up here and take the creep out, so that they had an opportunity to take out the Thor. Now I'm going to essentially escape, so Vex can get me, but they stay on. I didn't notice, I thought he was still on me, but they go to the Ra, who is on the attack buff. I'm going to come here, I'm going to grab Executioner. I think for the money, Executioner is an incredible item for all physical carries or anything. It's got, especially if your opponent doesn't have any tanks, or very little tanks. You have attack speed, attack power, everything you need in that item. Now, he uses his Minoan's attunement to secure that kill. I use my number 4, thinking if he's got his ult, he can get away, but if he hasn't got his ult, he's dead. So it's kind of a 50-50. If Thor had his ult at that point, he would have died, but I was just trying to save the other guy, but I waited until he used his Minoan's attunement, so he couldn't just blink out. Now, I noticed that the very low, so I think knowing I'm tanking to take the shot. At the moment, I'm noticing Agni down in particular, and seeing the Agni. So I'm not worried at all. I'm at the moment standing in that ult. I want to see how he did hardly anything with a max ult and his 3 on me. The Zeus is not a problem. You want to do that in domination and arena, not in conquest, but in domination and arena, you can test how strong people are with characters such as Odin.
Your team has lost
because if you die, you've got the valuable information, and you only have a 5-second timer, but there's no reason to check in conquest. I wanted to see how much damage he could put out, so I could build later if it was Zeus and Agni that I was frightened of, I could get him. But again, dive straight onto the Guardian, making sure that is almost entirely Agni's damage on me, and only a little bit of Thor. So Thor's going low, I jump out, or sprint out. But I can hear Thor going up into the air. I wait a couple of seconds and whack my thing, so he can't get me, then I leap out. And Freya probably saved my life there. But if he had walked into tower range to kill me, which he would have had to do, I'm pretty sure the Thor would have died anyway, because he would have taken a couple of tower hits. Or Phoenix hits, I should say. Whatever those stone things by the port, by your health points are. Now we're going to go and defend right, because it's empty and nothing there. Now, at the moment, I'm pretty sure this Agni is killable. He's just literally turned 16. I was pretty sure I could kill the Agni on one-on-one, but I wasn't sure if I could kill him straight away. Now, I was thinking the Ra would go back in, so he trying to get in the way and stop me from getting it. So now I'm on the Agni. Now, here is bad. If I'd used my ult there, he would have been caught, but I left it too late, and he got away. I would have been able to get that kill if I had a bit more on the ball, but able to do decent damage to this. The Shibalanke comes in and I'm taking huge damage from him, and I think that Shibalanke is something to be worried about, but not too bad. I'm gauged that I can kill him in a fight, but wasn't sure. He used the only escape he had to use, so I could use this. Fine, get the Agni.
You have slain
but the KK, I managed to dodge his rising Jaguar, but I couldn't dodge his actual melee attack, which is fair enough. I got the Agni, so I wasn't too depressed, but I did die. So at this point, I'm not worried about any of their characters except for Thor when he chases, and Agni, and it probably was okay because he had the 4 times. Now I can defend the tower from hell at this point. The tower is now this is a big mistake. I should not be gauging Agni. I should not be going for the Zeus kill. I should be on the tower defending on Thor, and that is a big misunderstood bad, but I just died, so I wanted to get an easy kill. I pushed too hard, and that was a mistake, so don't do that. What I was doing was, that's the wrong way to play domination. You don't want to go chasing after, like Hell's chasing Zeus. You don't want to be chasing. You want to be on your towers, staying in tower range, so that in order for them to kill you or have a realistic chance of killing you, they have to take tower hits. It's not always the perfect time to do that. Very late game, when they have incredibly fed characters, you don't want to be fighting like that. Now I was thinking of 2, but I have this. Agni takes that away. So I'm wondering whether I can take. This is all gauging what Agni can do at this point. She can do quite a lot of damage, so I now know when to jump in at Shibalanke and Agni, so I know the engagement of each time. You always want to figure out when you can engage, when you can push, how fast you can push, how hard you should push. It all adds up to knowing when and where to do things. And Smite, like all MOBAs, is a game of knowing when and how and where to use your items and abilities and things. It's all situational. And I love Smite and other MOBAs for that reason. But now, this is a mistake. The Agni will be able to take out our creep wave with one ultimate, like he does there, and we should have just gone straight to the tower. Because that's what we do. We go in and we attack the tower. I kill the Agni in, and fake sprint because I heard Wan Yu using his ult, and I'm like, oh, he's using his ult on Thor, because I looked at the map and they were really close together, so that's who I thought he was using his ult on.
Your team has captured the left
Either he
obelisk.
missed it, or he was using it on someone else in the fight that
Your
I
team
hadn't
has
seen.
lost the middle
So
obelisk. Defend left lane.
that was partly my fault, and potentially his fault, for not seeing what I was being attacked with. But that's fine. It happens. It doesn't matter. Now we go straight to the Guardian again, which is always what we want to do. When there's a couple of you, one of them again. The Agni's a good Agni. They're good. He was good at
Your team has
putting
captured the
himself
right
in it and
obelisk.
knew when to use abilities, but he's not good at knowing when to run. If
Okay.
you cut off their ability to run
Thanks.
with the Odin ultimate, then he can't escape, even if he was going to try to. But at this moment in time, he's just desperate to try and take a tower because they're 2-0 down. Here's another easy Agni murder
An enemy.
because he's desperate to take the Sand Guardian.
An ally has been slain.
At this point, I'm thinking, crap, if we lose the left-hand side,
An ally
we
has been
might
slain.
lose, so I go straight to help Hell push the left lane. Not the left lane, the middle lane. To make sure that this chance, so now we're spending all our resources taking out this Hell Guardian. But now we go straight to the last little kill on the
An enemy
which
has
was
been slain.
Freya's. But yeah, that will conclude the game. It was a good showing of, well, I think it was a good showing of what Odin can do, how he should be played, but also how he shouldn't be played. See there, I had quite a lot of farm. Their Agni had more farm than me, and so did Ra. But you're not necessarily going for the highest amount of farm in a game with this particular build. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Please comment and see if you like the videos, if there's anything you want me to change.